Well, the time is 6:37, a much more pleasant time at the bus stop this morning.
Yes, in fact, many kids yesterday did have to go out to the bus stop.
Which was good because they didn't need to be out there.
Yep. Exactly. Something I learned through all of this is that, a lot of times, people go, oh, they're canceling school for no reason. Well, most of the time the reason is for the buses. They can't operate when winds are over 40 miles an hour. So the more you know, that's why a lot of times it happens. Now, as we get into Friday, I think it's a much different situation than what we saw yesterday, but still a severe weather threat nonetheless. Live look here at downtown. Temperatures in the mid-30s right now. 36 is the current number. Winds out of the west at about 7. Later this afternoon, we'll make our way to about 53. That happens about 3 o'clock or so, and that will be our high temperature for the day. It's 36 in Forsyth and in Roberta, 37 there in Butler and in Montezuma, 38 over in Rochelle, 39 in Wrightsville, and 40 in Sandersville this morning. As we saw just a moment ago, all of these temperatures much cooler than they were this time yesterday morning. We're looking at a dry radar picture as well, spinning around from Jeffersonville. All is quiet here in central Georgia, thanks for the most part this high pressure that's up near we'll say the western Kentucky area, western Tennessee, and that continues to slide across and into the Appalachian Mountains here over the next little bit. So that's going to keep us quiet today and tomorrow as well. Just a mix of sun and clouds later on this morning and into the afternoon. Temperatures in the low 50s. There we go into the overnight hours, a little closer to the freezing mark tomorrow morning across central Georgia before we break into the 60s tomorrow afternoon with some more sunshine. And then that takes us to Friday, and this is where things get a little interesting. So mid-40s starting Friday morning. By Friday afternoon, a couple of scattered showers across central Georgia. But then Friday late afternoon and into the evening, here comes some storms. And what I'm watching is going to be the last round as a front slides in. And what we're looking at is different from yesterday in the fact that it's not a squall line. It's not a solid line of storms. Instead, they're individual storms. And because of that, they will have the opportunity to rotate, which would make them, by definition, supercells. And of course, what does a supercell do? Well, it can drop tornadoes. And that's what we're going to be looking at. And notice the temperatures also warming up as well, kind of indicative of that surge of southerly wind that we're going to see through the day on Friday, close to 70 by 8 p.m. Even after sunset, the temperatures continuing to warm. So then we will get those out of here by 10, 11 o'clock Friday night and can put it into the severe weather risk for the day. But here's how it breaks down. The Storm Prediction Center has already outlined central Georgia in a level 3 risk, primarily for damaging tornadoes, secondarily damaging winds. That's flipped from what it was yesterday. The reason why tornadoes is a bigger threat is because we will have those individual storms rather than just a solid line. Not only that, you don't see it here on the map, but the Storm Prediction Center has also gone back around and circled central Georgia and said not only do we have a decent chance of seeing this, we have the decent chance of seeing strong tornadoes as well. That's going to be for all of us across central Georgia. So a lot to watch here in the days to come, and we're going to be doing it here in the 13 WMAZ Weather Center. Ben Jones is going to have new model runs later on tonight, and we'll have a better idea of the timing and the exact threats. So join in for that at 5 and 6. Here we go with the river flood warning. Oh, by the way, we received a lot of rain as well. 18.6 feet is the current level there at the Ocmulgee River here in Macon. It forecast to get to 26.2 by 7 p.m. tomorrow night. That puts it in moderate flood stage. Oh, by the way, we've got several rivers that are rising here across central Georgia. So something to watch here in the hours and days to come. How much rain did we get? Well, in central Georgia, we've needed it. How does 4.83 inches sound since the first of the month? Yesterday, we could account for 3.32 inches, so just right around 3 1/3 inches. That puts us up nearly 3 1/2 inches so far for the month of January. Out the door today, our average high is 59. I expect to get to about 53 or so later this afternoon, and that's going to do it for a high temperature today. And as we get our way into the next 7 days, we're going to be on a warming trend. 63 tomorrow, 67, maybe even closer to 70 there for Friday. That is that 70% chance of storms there and a level 3 severe weather risk already in place. As for the weekend, a bit cooler. Highs in the mid to low 50s, lows in the 30s and 20s. But then we get to next week, a 40% chance of rain on Monday, and then the biggest Arctic outbreak we've seen so far this season likely arriving on Tuesday. Highs in the 40s, lows in the low 20s.